Welcome to the Sherry and Brock Show, the best place to hear about real people accomplishing incredible things. Tune in every week to hear encouraging interviews with authentic individuals who've discovered purpose and are living the life they've always wanted. The hosts for this podcast include CEO and founder of CDM Media Group and positive influencer Sherry Cranford, as well as entrepreneur, business coach, and award-winning MC, event host, and DJ Brock Barton. It's our hope that each week, by tuning in, you'll be encouraged and inspired to do great things in your own life. Now, here are your hosts, Sherry and Brock.
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here today with my co-host Brock Barton and special guest Amelia Holder. We hope you're inspired and enjoy listening to us today as we sit down and talk with Amelia. She is the owner of a beautiful wedding and event venue, Emerson Fields. And now I'm going to hand it over to our co-host, Brock Barton.
Hi guys, so excited for today. We get to visit with Amelia Holder. So Amelia is the co-owner of Emerson Fields, a wedding venue. That's in Excello, Missouri, just north of Columbia. Beautiful place. She's been in the wedding industry for over 10 years, in the home remodeling and flipping industry as well, creating heartwarming spaces with her husband, Steve. They've been doing that for over 20 years. I'm told she loves a little coffee with her cream and sugar in the morning. She's also been a realtor. She's worked in radio. Hey, that's two of us. And she was a stay-at-home mom to three daughters as well. She's a wedding and family photographer, or she has been for several years. But now she thoroughly enjoys capturing memories of her 5 grandchildren in photos. So hello, Amelia. How are you? Welcome to the Sherry and Brock Show.
Hello. Thank you for having me. This is fun.
I'm so excited to get to visit with you on the show. And actually, I'm going to jump in and kind of just tell a little backstory. Amelia and I, we've gotten to cross paths before. As an event DJ, I've gotten to be at her beautiful wedding venue, Emerson Fields, before, and so has some of my team, including the DJ events. And so I'm so excited we get to connect again in a unique place on this podcast.
Yes. I am so happy that, our venue has stretched. We were just talking before the cast that you are a little ways away from us, but man, a wedding kind of brings people from all over together, and we love that.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Amelia, welcome to our show. We would love to know a little bit about yourself, and I know that our listeners would love to hear about your journey into the wedding industry and building your beautiful venue there at Emerson Fields.
Sure. We built Emerson Fields. My husband and I started on it in 2017, and the vision, I guess, for Emerson Fields kind of came from me photographing weddings, years previous to that. I had photographed weddings in Florida and the Carolinas and Missouri, Arizona, all over. And I was just taking notes, I guess, mentally taking notes about how a space flowed and how it photographed. And, at the end of the day, after a wedding is over, you have the photograph, and that's usually what's cherished, the most. And I wanted to build a space that just allowed for better photography. We wanted to build a space that was heartwarming, and brought friends and family together. So we just sketched it out. I mean, we literally drew out the plans ourselves, built it ourselves, and now we're running it. So it's been quite a journey. As Brock said, I've been in real estate. We've flipped homes, remodeled homes. So we have a side business with construction, and we like to stay busy, I guess, is what the moral of the story. But just kind of the construction side of things, as well as the photography, kind of marrying those things together, if you will. That's kind of where Emerson Fields was born from.
That's awesome. I know that flipping homes, you probably have the idea, and that's how you constructed the whole business and the venue, because it's absolutely gorgeous. I would love to see it in person. I looked online, and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
It was an 11-month journey building it, and it was busy. It's a lot of hard work.
Right.
I tell people there's 237 gallons of white paint on the inside, and I know that's how much there is because I painted it myself.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a lot of paint.
it is, for sure.
Yeah, for our listeners, would you share a little bit about the style and the look of your wedding venue?
Yeah. So obviously, kind of a farmhouse style is very popular, trending right now. When we kind of set out to draw the plans of the venue, I knew I wanted an upper level for additional seating if needed. We knew we wanted suites where the bride and groom could actually get dressed and ready at the venue, as well as kind of have a full kitchen and bar area, for catering and bar service. So we kind of mapped all of that out, and we didn't really want to build a rustic barn. I feel like that trend is kind of got one foot out the door, if you will. And so I knew I didn't want to build something too rustic, and it just made sense to build kind of this all white. It does have the shape of a barn, but much more elegant. There's a little bit of industrial feel on the inside with black railing that we built, and there's a brick wall behind the bar. There's a brick wall in the reception area, but basically just to kind of mix some of the different textures. We have some brick, we have some warm wood tones with our posts, and then basically everything else is painted white because white reflects light and it makes beautiful photos. But we did the shiplap interior, and I mean, it works well. That's kind of on trend right now, but in all honesty, we did the shiplap because of its durability. We milled all the shiplap inside the venue as we built it, and hung it, and then painted it all white. But it's just a much more durable type of product to have on your walls. A space is being used commercially, so it's kind of hand in hand. Yes, it's a little bit of the farmhouse trend, a little bit more modern, and we knew we wanted to build a space that, for instance, you want to do, a barbecue reception, and you want to have country music playing. It's going to work here. You want to do a little more upscale, plated to the table, tall, floral centerpieces at every table. That's going to work here too. So we kind of looked at all the different styles, just kind of across the gamut, really.
That's incredible. One of my favorite features of the venue too is you've got the one wall that sits behind the head table is just almost entirely glass, like a huge set of windows on that wall.
Yeah.
Beautiful views, and of course got the little lake that's off to the side there as well. Really complements the venue. So a super beautiful place.
Well, that's something we thought about too. I have a photographer's brain, and I can't make that stop. So the building sits the direction that it sits because of where the sun sets and how it will photograph. And the lake is where it is, dependent on, because the sun sets there, and it makes beautiful reflection on the water, pretty pictures. But that huge wall of windows kind of faces the southwest. I knew I didn't want it facing completely west because you don't want that direct sunset light coming directly in. You kind of want a softer version of that kind of coming from the side. So yeah, it's definitely a show-stopping, statement. And a lot of couples get married